Good to see you. How's everything?
Can I have a seat?
I think even over here. Yeah, you can
I'm
sit.
so
But
tired.
now we talk. We gonna talk.
I don't think actually I would have.
Huh? No, but that's perfect. Look, see, I'm swinging my foot. I can't do both, but I do one.
Hi guys, welcome to Passion Juice, where it's all about creative blend. Me being your host, Gladys Kazungu. Today I'm super excited. We are here at Black Market Records and we have a special guest installed for you. I'll give you a hint, alright? By giving you this quote, and it's by J. Paul, who once said that where words fail, a producer's touch speaks. So I think you already have a memo on who we have here or who we have as a guest. And I'll give you also more hints on who he is. I'll give you an intro. He is a music producer. He is a writer. He is a motivational speaker. And also he mentors producers. So in the building we have Mika Paul Ridom. Hi.
Hello. She got me with the government, y'all. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, man, thank you for the intro. It's almost like I'm meeting myself through other people, so that's good.
We hate to but first of all, it's an honor having you you accepted our request and also taking in time and doing this with us. It's an honor.
Oh, thank you. And same here, though, because, most of the time as producers or engineers or whatever, we behind the scenes, so we don't really get face recognition or nothing, unless we're really out there, but no.
Well, this one is going to be different, Well, how do you find Kenya? How is Kenya?
Man, Kenya is awesome.
Yeah.
I know, wait, let's see. I'm going to go through my 4 words that I know. I know, why did they leave me? Oh, I know my Billy. Why? Because that's what I eat every morning. Sometimes my tatu, but I know hapana because I don't want to buy stuff that people are selling all of the time. Yeah. So hapana, yes. Yeah, so I'm on over.
So how is it like that you're so far from home and you're here and it's like starting over, like you don't know anyone, you're in a new country and you're so far from home. How is it like? Do you get scared? Do you get a little bit anxiety?
It'll be a surprise. Kenya is, Nairobi definitely is like where I grew up. Is comfortable. My grandmother is reportedly Maasai. I'm the lightest one in my family. The rest of them are like short, dark people. You wouldn't even believe it. But anyway, Kenya, when I got here, it just felt natural, like at home, like the way people act, even the way people look. I was like, man, that's Aunt Mary. To me, the only difference is the language. Other than that, the way people act, the food is a little different, but I like it and I'm comfortable, so. Wait. What is Kanairo, Nairobi? I'm messing it up, but I'm trying to learn. Where it says
Yeah,
"Welcome to Nairobi," that's how I
yeah.
feel.
Welcome to Canairo.
Yeah, that.
So it was all similar in Louisiana. You grew up
Mhm.
in Louisiana, right?
You really did your research.
Yeah, I
Look
did.
at
I know
you.
it's Lafayette,
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Can you get my credit report? No, I'm
But-
sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm so sorry.
So let's take it back in time that you in Lafayette. No, you moved into San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to school, and that's where you met Cedric back in the 1995.
Mm-hmm. What
Back
did you
then.
say back? Because
No,
95, they
it's-
started
it's
adding up to be
back.
like, wait, you're 3,000 years old. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
wasn't born there. I
I
wasn't
know
sure.
a lot of people wasn't.
But definitely you had that dream. Or did
Mhm.
you think or imagine yourself that you wanted to be a producer? Or you had a different dream? Okay, interesting. So you grew up, decided you want to do music full time,
Mm-hmm.
met up with Cedric, and Cedric had different genre from yours,
Mhm.
right? So what was the difference?
Well, in starting out, Black Market started
Yeah.
out with, it's called horrorcore rap.
Alright.
And that's the premier artist was a guy named Brother Lynch Hung. And Brother Lynch had shock rap. So he would rap about eating babies and like extreme stuff. So
Extreme horror.
I come from jazz, blues, opera type music, different music instruments. So when I went to Black Market, the story getting to Black Market, I'll say that real quick.
Alright.
It was me and my girlfriend. We were together for a couple of years, and my mom. We were living in a place that the storm came and it destroyed it, so we had to live with family.
Yeah.
One day I was sitting in my car and I just felt the urge, like I still have it today, to create music. But where I was, I couldn't create it. So I didn't tell anyone. I went and got a job. I booked a ticket, and I said, I'm going to Black Market Records, which was like 2,500 some miles away. So I said, I'm going. I didn't tell anybody until the day of my trip, which I didn't want to hurt my mom's feelings or my girlfriend's, but I knew I had to do this. Something was drawing me to do this more than people's feelings. So I rode 2 days, got to Black Market, and when I went there, I was excited. I'm like, man, he's going to love my music, which he did.
Yeah.
But he was honest with me, and he said, man, your music is great. It's just not for our genre. I said, okay, but thank you. So I went to college, and I was just going for music, production, and studio recording. But I actually had already been in the business about 5 years before that, but just freelancing. And one day, Sid was just going by the campus, and we just, like fate, we met each other. I was like, Sid, Mike. And I tell him this story, and he laughs. That was my last day at college. I didn't even go to school. He was like, hey, man, I'm going to the office. You coming? Yep. Got in the car, rode to Black Market, and 1990 something to now, we've been here.
Wow.
So sometimes you have to, when I mentor or I teach people,
Yeah.
you have to follow, if something is in you strong, it's not going to be easy because you love your parents, you love your friends, even the people that you're with, but sometimes you have to do things that no one understands, but they'll see your results. Where I was, I could prosper, but I couldn't because the thing in me kept saying, go here, go here, go here. And I haven't been with no other record label but here. So the best thing I can tell people is follow their dreams, but be as wise as you can, and don't think because it doesn't look like something that it won't be, because your belief and your drive and your heart can make it happen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you said when you met again with Cedric, 5 years after you were in the industry.
It was only about 3 weeks,
3 weeks.
from going to his office,
And
then
then-
going to class, and then
Alright.
running into him. So I still got what I wanted to accomplish.
But you were doing music as a freelancer
Mm-hmm.
then. So definitely there's that when you're entering in the industry and you're still new, still naive. There's definitely the point in life where the producers who wanted to take advantage, or when you're doing a collabo, when producers wanted to do a collaboration with you and they wanted to take, because when you're doing with publishing, master publishing and stream pay, There's definitely the shares and stuff. So, have you gotten any experience when you got to be taken advantage of?
No, because
Yeah.
that's why I said sometimes following what you have
Yeah.
inside can also protect you because you're on the road that is made for you, even
Yeah.
if you don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really had to face that ever because when I got at Black Market,
Yeah.
Cedric gave me leeway to do what was necessary. So I learned to read contracts from being at Black Market. I learned to, he even gave me, he was like, sign an artist
Yeah.
and you do the whole process. So that's what got me really sharp on the whole music industry because I wrote the contract. So I wrote myself fairly, I wrote everybody fairly, and I presented it. Not to mention, we were on a major label at the time, like paying us. So what got me, I'm just a young kid,
True.
and they all flew up, and I gave my first like corporate meeting, and they were impressed and all that, and I was like, man, thanks. And because Cedric is a different kind of person. He like how I'm outwardly different. He's normal on the outside, but his thinking and his approach is
Different.
unorthodox. Yeah. So I think that's why we click because we think different, but it works.
Said two different. I forgot it.
Oh, it's okay.
But two different folks attract different.
We're tech heads. I can say that. We're tech heads and music heads.
True. So Cedric was coming to in 2018. Yeah, in 2018 he invited you to come to Kenya. Africa per se, it was in Africa, but you didn't make it to come.
No, because sometimes that's why I said I realized it because Cedric was like 2018, let's get it, man, I'm going. But I was going through kind of personal things at the time. My mom had passed, relationships, so all that was kind of like on my head.
Yeah.
And I just stayed in Silicon Valley, which was good because I'm a tech head, so I wasn't out of my element. It just switched from music to tech for a while. And, I did that. I still do it, but I just stayed there and got myself right. And this rip was out again because he comes every so often and he stays for a while. Yeah. He was like, man, I'm going. Are you coming? And I was like, yeah, I'm coming this time. And that's why I'm here.
Different. All right.
Wow. Everything was different, and I knew. Off camera, I can tell you the spiritual aspects. Some of the people I don't want y'all to. It's a good thing, but I'm not gonna get too spiritual on folks.
Well, we know that Black Market has different works with different international countries, including Cuba, including different countries. Why Kenya specifically? Why choose Kenya?
Because once again, and I give Cedric his props. I feel like I'm part of a team of explorers.
Yeah.
In America, the music scene was accomplished. It was conquered. It was proven. Okay, you can take artists from zero to make them platinum or stars. Okay, that's good. Ced came out on a vacation first, and he liked Africa, and then he got sparked to do it. So once he started seeing it, like I said, being an adventurer and innovator, hey, maybe I could do something here. Maybe I could do it there. Because West Africa has already kind of got their groove and everything.
Yeah.
Here, East Africa, they have it, but it's not to the level because everybody looks at Nigeria, But my opinion, which will lead to what we're talking about later, I believe East Africa has that and better, Yeah. So it just takes people to come in and kind of help and grow and build, so.
Wow. That is quite
so
impressive.
Y'all really dealing with, I would just say, explorers, musical explorers, but life explorers. Because I'm glad to be here. Because in America, I would have an idea of what it was like and what the people like. But now being here and seeing it for real in actuality, it's way better. That's why I say it feels like home.
All right, let's take it back in time a little bit. You're still new in the industry. You're still processing as a new producer. What was that breakthrough that made you a successful producer?
This is going to be funny.
All right.
What made me a successful producer was from a failed album. Most people think, well, I'm successful. We made a big song. I became a successful producer because I learned about hiring your friends. I never, and it's the opportunity I told you that Cedric gave, like, here, sign your artist and all that.
Yeah.
That helped me become successful as an executive and a producer because he gave me enough leeway to do what I thought. He guided me, but he like figured out what you're gonna do. I I signed my friend, which was a good talent at the time,
Yeah.
but I didn't have enough experience to know that even though we made good music and everything, that you have to have a mentality that goes with it. And he had the mentality of, oh, I have a record out, I'm a star, I must be catered to, all that stuff before we even really sell a record. So when the record didn't do the numbers, I had to take it, and it helped me get strong. Most people don't want to say, yeah, we had a record that flopped because everybody wants success. But for me, I stood up, I accepted it. Cedric still kind of laughs at me about it today, but it's in a fun way. It helped me to learn to be resilient. And it helped me to learn when you walk into a room, all you can do is bring what you have. You can see other people do amazing things and you can see people do less things. But all you can do is do what you have. And if you do it confidently, it's going to find its place.
Yeah, true.
Because I might be amongst people that I'm like, man, you up there, I could never reach it. And then I'll do something that smashes them. And I don't mean it, but it just, whoever you are will find its place. So for me, they have producers. Now, I'll say this. My music has been borrowed by major people, and it's become big hits. But I let it go as a learning lesson because for me, it really is the true love of the music first. I want the money. I'm not saying money is not important, but it really is the true love of the music. I'm wearing this because this is, I'm going to say, my unorthodoxness. I'm normally normal most of the time, but when I do things like this is just to be my rebellion, you know what I mean? And to inspire other people who feel like, I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm letting them know it's okay. Like in America, they have the LGBT movement. They promote people who feel a certain way to come out and be like, don't be afraid. So for me, I'm the musical version of that. To tell people, hey, if you're an artist, don't be afraid. Come out as the artist you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, do you have any regrets that you have come up so far? The regrets in producing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Regret. I regret that that's a hard one. Give me a second.
Yeah, take your time.
Because it's hard. Because for me, even things that I might make as a mistake, I find a way to learn from it so I can grow and build from the next. But regrets, I would say, I regret not taking advantage of the opportunity that I had. Because majority of the major artists that I met, when they meet me, they instantly like, man, I like you, we cool. Like one of my favorite artists I got to meet, I ended up going to his studio and just chilling because me and the engineer, we were cool. So he's like, man, I'm gonna take you over to his house. When he met me, hey, how you doing? Man, we're gonna get some chicken. And just left me in his house in the studio. Only meet me after 15 minutes. But he was confident in me and he trusted me enough. And he was like, man, play your music. So long story short, I was playing the music and everything. And it was an opportunity to where I could have really focused, but I was torn between, see, my story is a jump. My girlfriend came to meet me after about a month because she found out she was pregnant.
Whoa.
So I was 2,000 miles away and she's like, I'm pregnant. So I'm like, I just started my dream, but now I'm faced with being a parent also. What do I do? And that makes a hard decision. I don't want to get off track, but that makes a hard decision. So back to what I was saying. I'm being in the studio, just chilling, but I have to leave. I wanted to take more advantage of it, but I don't regret going to take care of the kids. I say kids, but it was one. But I don't regret doing that at all because my son, I'm glad he's everything he is, And even if I sacrifice years for doing the music to help him grow, it's way worth it. But other than that, no regrets really.
Well, you're in Kenya, and I remember the last time when I saw you when you were having a conversation, you were talking about you had this dream or a vision for Kenyan music. You know, well, before that, you have the 24 channel mix going in the studio in Kenya. Can you tell us about it? A little bit about what the 24 channel mix board.
Oh, the 24 channel, the mixing board. Ha! Well, for hopefully they got some producers or aspiring producers and engineers out there. Why I like the mix board, it's always, in music now, it's about business and marketing as far as like for the producers or the artists. It's about selling equipment and software. So, like I said, I'm a true music person down to the details of sound. For me, the difference what I've seen on 24-track analog mix boards compared to digital, and digital is great. I don't want nobody to start, I like this. No, I deal with both of them, all of them. But the added bonus of dealing with a mix board is you can't see the screen, you can't do nothing. You just have some lights and some knobs in front of you. And you have to make magic with limited things. So that means you have to have some ears to hear something. And when the music is playing, you feel it because you physically, it's like you touching the music and you're in it. Here, you can do it, but it's just like you're touching one thing and it's a mouse or something, and it takes it away. Because when you standing up, you dancing, you listen to music, oh, let me hit this. You know, it's a feeling that comes only when you're in it. You can't sit there and plan it. Now, some people are great at programming, but when you have a feeling, the song might make you feel a certain way just at one moment, and if you capture it, that's what makes it the hit, or I don't know why I like this song type stuff. So that's what I think a 24 channel mixer do. But people can say they get it out the box and it's cool, but I would suggest that try it one time. I think they would like it. That's what I'm here also to kind of like help people have experiences in different types of doing it, because I feel I'm always an individual. I'm creative, and I can help spread that to other people, you know. And it's proven because the few producers that really stayed under me, they're doing great in America in whatever genre they want, you know. So that, to me, that's a proven record that, okay, I got an idea, I know what I'm doing. So
you just implement. All right. I'm pretty sure you've been in the industry for a long time.
Wait, only 2 longs, not 3 longs. That's almost like Kevin Hart asked Don Cheadle and said, man.
You met Cedric in 1995. And in those 3 weeks that you met him again, you had been in the industry for 5 years. I was not even born. I wasn't even sure.
I know. But I was making the music to prepare for your interview.
True.
No. Yeah, it's good. I'm listening.
But again, I'm pretty sure you've come up or you have experienced some artists with different challenges when it comes to maybe the vocals, or maybe when they don't have or know how to write songwriting. How do you deal with it?
I keep trying to avoid, I ain't gonna say avoid, but I keep trying to tone down the spiritual part. But honestly, what has me to be able to do all of this is the spiritualness that's in me. It's not a church, and I'm not pushing religion or nothing, just how we are created as humans. I feel that what is in me and what's been activated is amazing, because I amaze myself in a non-conceited or arrogant way every day. And with that, let me see. I usually blend with the person. I can feel their vibe. It's almost like wherever they are, when I sit and meditate, it's like I can become them or clone them. It's weird in my head, but I do it. One of my specialties is helping people with writer's block. They had 2 girls out here. Producers, and I'm sorry, Kenyan producers, I still like y'all, I want to help, I'm not knocking, but I have to say the truth. A lot of you are too rigid on the artist, and I don't mean weak, but you're too rigid. You go with just your idea. Artists, some are strong, they can take it, and some are like really delicate. And your words can crush an artist. And it might not seem like it makes sense or, oh, that's nothing. But you affect people because everyone who's doing this music, we're doing this from our heart and the love of it. So even though it's different genres or you have different positions, everybody is in this with a different piece of the love of the whole thing of music. So I would say treat people a little better. That's the best I can say. But anyway, this girl, she had writer's block. She was down. And we just met at a party just talking. And she's friends of one of the people here. And she was like, man, I'm giving up singing. I can't think of no songs. It's been like a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, well, come visit and we'll see what we can do. She came, that was a Monday. And honestly, and I'm not playing, within an hour, she was out of her writer's block. She was like, oh my God, I didn't even know. And the song that we did was her really expressing herself, but the song reached, what they say, resonates with people. And it was a simple song, just acoustic guitar, and she was singing her real feelings. And it broke her block, and now she's back singing. People are calling on stuff and all that. And that's what I do. And it's not about just the craft. I know how to be the psychiatrist for people. I know how to help people find their exit door, because you can get lost in your mind. I have so many doors in my mind. I get lost all the time. But it's just my gift, I can say. So I like it.
Well, how would you rate in comparison to Kenyan music and each and every, maybe, other countries? Because I'm very sure you have dealt with different countries in terms of music. How would you rate our Kenyan music?
How can I rate? I can rate it as it's been going, but it's growing, and it's at the point of growing and evolving into another form of whatever's been before. And I'm listening. I'm still listening. Do you know and I want to get the tribe right. Luos. There's Luos and Luos, right?
There's Luo and Luya.
Luya. Okay,
Luya.
no, this is the Luos then.
Yeah.
The Luo tradition music, when it comes on, they were surprised that I knew how to dance on it. But I loved all that, man, the traditional music, all the stuff. And they'd be like, bro, you sure you're not from here? I'm like, I told you. I'm just, But I love all of the music, man. I watched a lot of the videos and artists before I came out here. And once I started seeing how the scene goes, to me, it's pretty dope. And it's right at the beginning of becoming something major and more corporate. Because now people in other countries are starting to look over here. So that's why, once again, it ties back in. I want to be a big help. I don't want to be the one, I did it, but I want to be a big help to help get this area to the next page. You know what I mean? To where artists around here, because Boutros, for example, these artists, they're very talented and they have all the workings. It's just that the real money is not coming in yet. You know what I mean? And I wanted to see what I can do to help. Boutros, down to earth, cool dude. Met him one day to come and do an interview. And for the level that I see him as an artist, and how his life is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but the level I see him at, he's actually even bigger than what he's doing out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would like for the finances to match the level of the artists. All of them major. He's respected. Nelly Lagoon, all of them. How my heart is for music and seeing what music could be. I would love to see all of them in big houses or whatever their dreams is, but in big houses, interviews, flying out of Kenya, because as a musician, especially the ones who are groundbreaking, it's hard and it gets boring.
Yeah.
Then you'd be like, man, I wish I could go to Jamaica or something, but the circumstances can be so discouraging sometimes. They'll just be like, we just do this and make another song. But I really love all the music. I really do.
Well, by the way, he has a Kenyan name.
Yeah.
Before I forget, he's called Kamau, which we'll get back to it later. But maybe you can give us like a trailer on what is installed or what is in your projects in Kenya, like music-wise.
Music wise,
Yeah.
oh, man, they have so many projects coming up constantly. Like for me, I'm part of. We have other people. Like I said, downstairs is the bigger studio, so a lot of the producers and some of the engineers, they have projects. Some I don't even know until they come up. But for me, oh, bro, I hate that when you want to think of something like it's a blank sheet of
Think
paper.
it's perfect. Okay.
Who could I name, man? I like working with upcoming and underground people, but dang, it's so many. Why can I even say none? They have Johnny Benz. No. He's Uganda. Um, God, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry, y'all artists. Y'all, I know y'all probably watching this and saying, me. I'm trying to remember. Y'all have to work with me. They all just like black market artists and oh, Serenade. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's outside of black market, but he has events on Saturdays, and I went to one of those, and it's incredible, and it inspired me to reach out to more artists just to inspire them, you know. But music wise, shoot, everybody's dropping. There's literally so many people. I'm trying to pick a name out for you. Odi Wamarenga.
Wanyamuranga. Okay.
Him, and they have an artist. There we go. Now I'm remembering them all. Thank you, Odi. We have Black Queen. She's from Tanzania, but she's out here right now. Shorty Official. She's from Kenya, but she lives in Uganda, and she's out here right now. Got stuff. Well, she already got stuff. All of them have stuff out already, but they're here constantly working. You know, it's like it's a factory. You know, like when you drop one album or song, you don't stop. You keep going.
Yeah.
So that's why in my mind I can't say, oh, this project's there, and then I can go with everything we ended, because every day is something new. But we have a lot coming out of Black Market, and right now we're also in the middle of transitioning for the end of the year. So it's a little slow right now, music coming out, but we're transitioning to the end of the year where the performances are, the promotion, and everything is taking place. So that's what we're really gearing up for.
All right. So I call this man Jack of all trades. Reason being, he's here and there. You know, it's a good way. It's somehow encouraging and sort of inspiring. You know, and I have read your book, and it's in Amazon. You told us it's Amazon. And can you tell us a little bit on it? Because, first of all, I loved it.
Thank you.
I loved it.
I'm going to give you part 2 as soon as... Oh, I forgot. My computer's in the shop. The one that has it, that's why I'm waiting. But I got part 2 for you. But about that book, well, the name of it is called...
Terminal Tales?
Yeah, I was about to say. No, I didn't forget my name. No, it's Terminal Tales, and I named it Terminal Tales because it tells the story of me coming from America here. My life, I'm telling you, my life is a real life movie, and I don't plan it. I just have to live it out. And the trip coming here was a movie. I had to write it in a book. Basically, I was coming here. We all came together. Even the mix board. I had the mix board ready to come. And the mix board is what held us up. So 3 of the guys that was coming, Cedric and his brother and Radar, they went on ahead. And I'm figuring I would get the next flight that was 4 or 5 hours later. The politics of the airport and shipping.
The shenanigans.
I was in the airport for 2 days learning how everything operates. Get the book, and you can see how the story went. It was funny because I had to make it comical and enjoyable, but traveling, international, I hope y'all ready.
It's your first book, or do you have... Oh, right. Are we looking for other books in future?
Oh, yeah. They got a lot of them lined up. And I'm doing that, honestly, to honor my mom, because my mom was a school teacher. And she taught me how to learn without teaching me. She would just put little things around that I didn't know was learning tools at the time, but it got me to where I am. So, yeah, I have part 2 coming out because once I got here, the first place we went to was Masai Market, and that was my first time seeing the street kids. So I think y'all will be interested to see how I was affected by the street kids. I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you
it's
can
pretty
give
good.
out your YouTube channel, maybe, and you
Mhm.
have a GoFundMe, right? You have a GoFundMe. All right. We'll give out later, but definitely as a producer,
No,
let's
it's
go
all
back to
good.
being as a
It's good.
producer, right? You have seen many common mistakes that producers do, but do you have a word that, or do you have any advice for a new upcoming producer, or a secret behind to being a successful producer?
Ah,
Yeah.
well, it, once again, I
Mhm.
try to keep I let my personality kind of represent what I would say to
Mhm.
them. But to upcoming producers and now producers, remember why you started producing before the money and the fame. Remember, remember that feeling of what it was like to make that first sound. Most of our first beats, we thought they were awesome and nobody could mess with us. You know, that feeling, keep it. Get your knowledge, learn what you're doing, and this is the other thing. As you go up and you're really doing good, people are going to praise you. Accept the praise, but stay medium because at any time, the rug could be pulled out from under you, you know, and you'll be like, they don't like my beats, they like this. You'll be confused. Stay medium and you'll be okay. Treat people right, first off. And second or third, I don't know the numbers, don't be afraid because when you're in the pot and everybody's doing the same thing, there's no growth. So find the courage. Do some beats that might get you laughed at, but you keep finding, keep pushing, and you might come across that artist that would love the beats that everybody laughed at, and y'all make a hit. Why? Because it's about being original as much as you can. No matter what they say, we dance in the club. No, you have to remember, it's for the audience. It's not for you. It's for the audience. So you have to make sure, if the audience say we like this and you don't like the beat, you would be a dummy if you didn't listen to the audience because they're the ones with the money that's going to support you and buy it. Now, you could push what you like on them and they're going to look at you and you still be broke.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But collaborate too, man. Don't be afraid because you might be great at pianos and organs and somebody could play the bass line. But together, if y'all agree, y'all could actually make way more money because people want y'all. That's my advice to upcoming men. Don't be afraid.
Let's talk about your achievements,
Mhm.
right? I'm pretty sure you've achieved a lot with where you are right now. Maybe you can tell us a little bit of the achievements you're proud of, and you're looking back and you're like, wow, I did that.
Man, that's a great question. And for a person like me, I almost don't know. I recognize and I know, but I'm so much about the work and doing the action.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hear that something happened or something good happens,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like really sit and say, "Oh, we won an award or we did this."
Mm-hmm.
But one of the proudest achievements is it's a producer in America named Mickey Guns, and that's like my younger brother, man. He came from a difficult childhood. I'm gonna say love his mom, dad too, but mom's a great woman, and Mick was hard to deal with because he had a temper and most people didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But when my girlfriend at the time would work with his mom, he would come to the house and he was like 14 years old. And I would just have my setup and he was learning piano lessons. So he would just come on Fridays, he'd play the piano, I'd play the drums. Next thing you know, the neighbors would just start coming and just sitting outside listening to us practice and learn.
Mm-hmm.
So he was about to give up right before people started coming to him. But people started coming to him, and he kept going, and I kept working with him. I showed him all the secrets and the trade tricks, and now he's one of the highest sought after producers in trap in America.
In America, right?
Yeah, and what made me proud is me and him, we can still produce over the phone. Like one of the hits, they have an artist named Tech in America. One of his breakout hits was a song called Call on Me. And that started from me driving around San Francisco. I listened to a song. I called Mick. I said, man, listen to this song. have to make this thing grow into something. So me and him over the phone, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Hey, no, doom, 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 doom. You know, some funny sound like, what are they making?
Mm-hmm.
But when the song hit, it hit for everybody. It hit for the artist Tech, and it hit for Mickey Guns as far as solidifying his name as making it up there. So that's one of my proudest achievements. And he's a down-to-earth, real person, you know. Oh, and I'm going to say this.
Mm-hmm.
I made a song for the kids in Makuru, Reuben. And I wrote it from as if it was coming from their point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it for them because with that, I also do out my own pocket, but we have GoFundMe. We talk about that.
Yeah.
But I help them as much as I can because they really deserve it. So that, I would say that was my next proudest accomplishment. It's a lot, but for right now, those two stick out to me.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit on Black Market Records.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You not only nurture talents, but you also market their music.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So how does it go on, or what are the recommendations for someone to join in the label?
Oh, come with it's always open. You know what I mean? You could come. If you have a demo, it's better. Come and let us hear. If not, and I hope people don't rush and flood it, but you can set up an appointment. You'll go through a process, but you can set up an appointment, and we can set you with one of the producers to do a demo song. Now, this won't be a whole session, but you'll be able to do and show what you know. And if it's workable, come on in. You know, because we're willing to work and help you learn and grow, you know. So don't just come thinking, okay, now I'm here, I'm famous. No, come ready to work. It's going to be fun and it'll be easy, but make yourself famous. Don't come here famous in your mind already. That's the best I can say.
So how do you go on about marketing the music?
Marketing?
Yeah.
We have a big machine.
All right.
The offices in Uganda and here and in America, each one has a big part of the machine. Like Uganda is the writing machine that writes the articles or the press releases, and they do the marketing there too, but it's mostly the uploading, the final processing to make the packaging good. Here we have the marketers who make sure we have content for TikTok and YouTube and getting the dancers together and stuff like that. So we market it like that. Now, the company that we have that helps us get everything into the market is who we partner with, and that helps us like multiply our marketing. So some things that a regular artist couldn't do, we could get it done quick. Like if we like, hey, take that song down and put this one up, we could switch it on Spotify or Apple Music fast, you know. So we start here, and it's a small team, but we work and we get our instructions and we just do it. Like me, sometimes I'll walk and I'll get an inspiration and throw an idea and just say, I know y'all smart to figure it out your way, but what do you think of this?
Wow, that's quite interesting. Before we started the show, you were showing us about your upcoming new project.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, this mind is full of surprises, in a good way. And you have a upcoming. Do we tell them?
Yeah, because
it's an anime, right? An anime series, and I am pretty sure you have a funny story about it.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, right now, the next project, because we're also into films. We got short films that we're filming. We got a lot for the end of the year. That's why I said so much in my brain, I can almost not remember all the artists. Yeah. But this animation is called Mutu the cat. And it was inspired by a cat who happened to walk to the studio. We were standing outside, and we have cats that pass by, but they're all scared. This cat, of course, he's orange. This cat came up to us like, honestly, his vibe was like, hey guys, but he just didn't say, hey guys. So we're like, wait a minute. Are you know, we just started kind of treating him as a person, because he would walk around and he's cool. And like, all right, you can come in. And I was sitting here one day, we was just laughing, talking about it. He was like, man, I know the other cats are jealous of Mutu. He gets to hang with the humans.
Yeah.
So by talking and just coming like that, I was like, wait a minute. Let's turn this into something for real. So wrote the script. We started doing the graphics, artworks, and we pretty much on it now. So now the cat who just walked up out of nowhere is a whole animation series.
Wow, you all better look out for it. Is it under you or is it under the Black Market Records?
Right now it's going to be Black Market Films.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's the
all right.
films.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Right now it's Black Market Films, but we're looking even better because we did in America. We did have meetings with who was it? Warner Brothers. I must say Disney, but I can't be for sure.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of major people. She went to New York and she went to LA. So we're securing film deals. Right now we got sync licensing. Like if you already have music that's done and is good, bring it. We could sync it. Put it in the thing to where when people are doing movies, they could at least listen and consider your song. I'm going to slow down because I'll start talking fast. The reason I'm excited and the reason that I'm glad you came is we have opportunity. That's the main thing what we're presenting. We have the talent, but we're presenting an opportunity for the talent of Nairobi and Kenya. I'm not going to say we won't hold your hand. We will hold your hand, but we won't treat you like a baby because we want you to grow.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're scared to grow, it's okay. We're going to help you stand on your feet to do what you want. You can be a person dreaming in film or music or whatever, but you can do it. So like for me, Black Market, from the story what I told you before, Black Market was an opportunity to expand on any creative thoughts that you had. I started out as an intern at Black Market.
Wow.
So all the interns that come in, that's why I respect them because I started exactly where you were. Where you are. So I don't think I'm bigger than you. I just put in time and took advantage of the opportunities, So that's one of the things that I can truly say about Black Market. It's a place of opportunity, but it's going to be on what you make of it,
Interesting.
Because it's not a label where you can come and be lazy and live like the rest and, you can look like $1 million, but your records don't sell.
True.
No, here we want you to be a solid artist. Your record's gonna sell, and you're gonna look like your growth. Because when your fans grow with you, they can say, "I remember when you just had a T-shirt. Now he bought this," and that's what keep your fans. They want to authentically be with you. So.
Speaking about artists.
Sorry, I know I switched. I just talking about everything.
It's fine. Speaking about artists. Have you ever gotten into a challenge with an artist and how did you solve it?
Wow, that's a great question. That almost sounds like an employment question. Like, if my employee still, will you tell on him or not? I don't know. If he gave me some money, then maybe. No, I'm joking. Let's see. All right, this is what I do. Everyone in the studio, we all have ideas and it's moving around. Now, as the engineer or the producer, you still have to guide it, but you have to know personalities and you have to be a psychiatrist kind of, because you have to focus on the end goal. If we let right now get us, we'll never accomplish what we need to. So how I solve a lot of that is because I don't have ego or pride, I'll say what's necessary and I'll put myself in a position to take the heat. Like if an artist is angry maybe at somebody else, I'll put myself in a position to take the heat because I understand it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know how to manage myself. So they could feel optimum to do what they do best.
Yeah.
We could discuss it later, but if I have to have them, now you're not going to totally disrespect me or nothing, but if you got to yell or say something, it's okay, I understand it. Would that make you feel better so you can finish the song? Great. Okay, let's go, finish it. And that's how I do it because I have to see the end result. I can't let the middle or right now disturb it because what we're working on, anytime you're creating a song, it might be that next song that helps people from committing suicide. Like music, we could talk for hours, but some of the songs that I did or I was a part of, people came later on, even old people, it messed my head up. Baby, I just was feeling down and blah, 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 but I heard your song and I'm good because her husband died or something. And then the young person would be like, man, you gave me inspirational words because I was thinking of killing myself. I'm like, what? But that's the power of music. So when I hear the people's stories, it's like a doctor hearing that, hey, your medicine helped me. So I realize that I'm important and it's not just about me and what I want. I have to do what my capabilities are. And my capabilities are to capture music and to get the people right. Yeah.
Well, what would future you tell you right now?
Future me tell the me right now?
Yeah.
Hey guy, quit being how you are. You've come a long way, but you're not all the way there yet. Stay patient and stay relaxed, man. There's more people that need you, and it'll be all worth it in the end. Don't look at what you see right now. Just trust what you've been doing. You've made it this far, and it's proven to be what it is, so just keep going. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Before we call it a wrap, tell her, what is a take home? A take home from all this. What is a take home that you tell someone?
Oh, so, just like for overall,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the people
overall,
watching.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. The take home would be, and this is for music or just in life, because you have to be with yourself for life, be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself, and if you don't know yourself, learn yourself. Accept the good and the bad and the ugly about yourself. Because once you do that, that don't mean like if you're a robber or a murderer, that don't mean keep murdering. But understand that, okay, this is what I do, this is what I am or whatever. Because when you tell the truth to yourself, you can deal with everybody else. But if you lie to yourself, you'll always be fighting something. I'm gonna say it that way, and it's always gonna be everybody else's fault and you didn't do it and you do. No, it starts with you. Because unless you're being kidnapped or forced into it, it's always your choice and decision on it, you know. So I would say that's the first thing. Be true to yourself. Second, it's nothing wrong with treating people good. You don't have to like give all of your money or whatever to them, but treat people how you really would want to be treated because you never know who's watching. They have people out here that has been watching me I didn't even know, and out of the blue they came and they told me some major stuff, and I was like, you know, but be that person. And I know it may be hard. Don't worry about, number 3, don't worry about the group. What I did notice about out here, the school system, similar to America, the school system out here has preached everybody to conform and be afraid. Be afraid to step out and really be individual. Because you wouldn't want your friends to laugh. What about your parents? They expect. Stop.
Yeah.
Respect your parents and people around you, but whatever you feel driving in your heart, you have to do it. Because we are created on this earth to be individuals so we can deal with each other. But a lot of people are afraid, you know, because nobody wants people to laugh at them. Nobody wants to be outcasted. We want to have friends or people we be around. But you have to be around yourself first. So be comfortable with yourself and be willing to risk something that you believe in. And it might not even work. Like I told you, the record, most people would love to have the ability to sign their friends and all that. I had that in my hand, and I did it. And it failed. And I'm saying it now not out of ego or boasting, but it failed, but I learned a lesson, and look where I'm at now from a failure.
Interesting. Well, guys, you heard it from the source. Thank you so much, Mika.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. That was very inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I have learned. If you haven't learned, then I don't know what you're doing. But as usual, this is Passion Juice, and it's not just an ordinary show. It's not just a talk show, but we also have very interesting things we're learning about. And we are here at Black. Actually, let me take time just to process what I've been told. Because I feel a lot of us, we have the mentality of reserving ourselves. We want to play cool, but at the same time, we don't know what us being reserved is hindering us from which opportunities, you know. Well, guys, I've been your host, Gladys Kazungo. See you in the next episode. Bye.